Hello students. Today I am going to present a lecture on standardized measures of mortality taken from demography. This presentation is designed for the BSc CBCS 5th semester statistics honors discipline specific elective paper demography and vital statistics and non-CBCS 6th semester statistics major paper applied statistics under Dibrugarh University. To study the differences in the mortality experiences of two communities or even in the mortality experiences of the same community over two periods lying wide apart, it is necessary to compare their specific death rates, specificity being achieved with respect to such characters as age, sex, etc. The procedure, however, involves an unwieldy mass of data whose significance may not be readily grasped. Secondly, one series may have higher specific death rates than the other for some of the segments, but lower specific death rates for the other segments. In such a case, one will not be able to make a general statement of the form mortality is higher or lower in A than in B. So for comparing the mortality experiences of two communities or even to observe the changes within a community over the years, it is necessary to compare specific death rates according to sex, marital status, socioeconomic class, and other relevant categories. So a new single index of mortality is constructed by using some acceptable standard of weights in averaging the death rates for various segments of the population. This index is called adjusted or standardized or corrected death rate. So there are two methods of standardization. One is direct method, another one is indirect method of standardization. Direct method of standardization consists in weighting the a-specific death rates not by the corresponding population of the area but by the population distribution of another region chosen as a standard. Thus, if Pxs is the number of persons in the age group x2 x plus 1 in the standard population, then the standardized death rates for the regions A and B are given respectively by STDR for A is summation over x mxa pxs divided by summation over x pxs, and STDR for B is summation over x mxb into pxs divided by summation over x pxs. Here this pxx is the standardized population for the age group x2 x plus 1. mxa is the specific death rate for a particular region A for the age group x2 x plus 1, and mxb is the specific death rate for the region B for the age group x2 x plus 1. The indirect method of standardization. In the earlier method, it is necessary to know the number of persons and the specific death rates for different age groups. Quite often, a population classified by age is available, but the age-specific death rates may not be known. But the total number of deaths and hence the CDR, that is the accrued death rate, may be known. Then we use the indirect method of standardization. It consists in multiplying the CDR of the region A, say by adjustment factor C, measuring the relative mortality proneness of the population of the region such that the result is equal to the standardized death rate. So thus the problem is to find C such that CDR into C must be equal to STDR, that is standardized death rate. So this is equal to CDR for A is summation over x mxa pxs divided by summation over x pxa into C. This is equal to summation over x mxa pxs. This is standardized rate divided by summation over x pxs. So after simplification, C will be like this. Since mxa are not usually known, the specific death rates for the particular region may not known, so an approximate value of C is obtained in replacing mxa by mxs. The is SDR for the standard population. Then we get C cap. Estimated C, we get this is like this, summation over x mxs pxs divided by summation over x pxs divided by summation over x mxs pxa divided by summation over x pxa. So this is first one is nothing but CDR for standard population and this term. So finally, the indirect standardized death rate for region A is given by STDR for A equal to CDR for A into C cap. So there is no point in comparing the two methods of standardization. Indirect standardization method is used as an approximation to direct standardization only when the necessary data for the latter is not available. So what are the merits of standardized death rates? They are readily comprehensible and easy to calculate. Age-adjusted death rates are comparable since they eliminate the difference caused by the different distributions of the specific populations for regions A and B. So the difference in these death rates gives a true picture of the difference in mortality in the two regions. Drawbacks. The main drawback of the method is the choice of a standard population. The choice of this standard is bound to affect the magnitude of the resulting adjusted rates. It may change their relative positions with respect to each other. This bias may be eliminated by taking the standard population as actual population or life table stationary population of a bigger region of which A and B are subsets. But there is no generally accepted standard population for the international comparison. So, dear students, I conclude today's lecture here. Thank you.